Welcome back to Yuri Studio. I'm Erica Friedman. Today I am presenting the opening ceremony speech of Yuricon 2023. Back in the late 1990s, I was running an online community. This was before social media as we know it now. We were mostly using listservs to geek out. On our community, I sometimes ran contests and games, and I've jokingly referred to it as an online convention. Of course, I created mascots for our online convention and wrote an entire novel about them and serialized it on our mailing list. By 2001, we were running under the name Yuricon, and I was working on a sequel to that original novel. Both those novels are up on the Yuricon website, and now, 20 years later, I'm working on a sequel to those first two. In 2003, we ran a live Yuricon event. It was the first 3-day event to focus on and celebrate this new genre. Of course, our mascots, Yuriko and Midori, came with us. I'm wearing the staff shirt from that event 20 years ago right now. I chose pink because I figured it was the t-shirt color least likely to be worn by the attendees, since most otaku and pop culture events chose black for their t-shirt color, and I wanted the staff to be instantly visible in a room. It mostly worked. And now here we are in 2023. Yuriko, Midori, and I are all 20 years older. Here they are in their current iteration. I had been thinking how to celebrate this anniversary for some time now. I would have loved to do a live event, but even before inflation, it had been getting harder and harder and more expensive to find an appropriate space for small events. And then there was the tendency for people to want to go to an event but not actually go. Travel was getting harder and less reliable and more expensive, and then the triple-demic hit, and that was the end of any thought about a live event. I had a bunch of ideas for discussions and panels, but again, a single weekend event meant getting people to commit, and I had really given up on herding event ferrets back in the zeros. It struck me that there was really no reason for an event at one place and one time, and so my idea for Yuricon 2023 was born. Throughout this entire year, I'll be interviewing folks, doing discussions and running panels, and I invite you to run your own discussions and panels as well. The internet is infinite, and Yuri is for everyone. Without hotels to book and rooms to deal with, all you need is an idea and Zoom, and you're welcome to run the panel of your dreams about the fandom you love best. Gather other folks to talk about a series or a character, or just do a presentation on something you've been thinking about for a while. The only limitation you have is time. Yuricon 2023 will run for all of this year. We'll need to schedule recording those panels, so please fill out the Yuricon 2023 panel application form. The link will be in the show notes. Treat this like any other con application. Have your panelists ready and your topic, and be ready to record no later than 60 days after you've been approved, subject to my schedule. Not sure what you want to talk about? Well, let me tell you what we've got planned so far. Yuricon 2023 has 4 major tracks. The first track is General Fandom. This is your track. Series, franchises, subgenres, historical periods, character types, cosplay, AMVs, whatever your favorite topic is, as long as it's Yuri, queer, or Yuri or queer adjacent, and of interest to Yuri fans. It's all part of Yuri fandom. Feel free to toss those ideas into the ring. One of our first panelists on this track is the use of Yuri in sermons by a pastor, and you know I'll be doing something about birdie wing. So every idea pretty much is welcome. I'm looking forward to watching your panels. The second track is Yuri Scholarship. I'm going to be doing interviews with people who know a lot more about Yuri and manga history than I do, and I want you to be able to enjoy these conversations too. So these are going to be done as casual conversations and interviews and not formal presentations. If you're doing any academic work and want to be part of this track, use that application form. This track is going to begin with a discussion of the grandmother of Yuri, Yoshia Nobuko, with Sarah Frederick, translator of Yellow Rose from Yoshia's Hanamonogatari collection. The third track I'm thinking of as Making Space. I want folks to feel like their voices are being heard. We're starting this track off with a discussion between myself and 3 editors-in-chief of large anime manga journalism platforms about how we go past just policies and really make space for diverse voices on our sites. I am 100% open to any ideas for this. We have a trans representation in Yuri panel coming up, But if you would like to talk about something important to you, just let us know by applying for a panel. I want to hear from you about non-Japanese Asian representation in Yuri or Black culture in Yuri. So we will make space for you. Please do not self-censor. The final track is industry related. I'll be bringing folks in who work on the Yuri titles you love to read and watch in the Yuri is Their Job track. We'll be starting it off with a fantastic panel on translation of some of your favorite titles. If you're a member of the industry and want to talk about your work, or even just one of your favorite series, let me know and we'll get that set up. I'm hoping to be able to live stream a little of them at events, and assuming the world allows for this, we'll be shooting for at least one online event for all of us this year, where Yuri fans from all over the globe can virtually meet and talk about Yuri. I'm really excited about all these panels and discussions, and I'm sure we'll all learn a lot and have some fun. So thank you very much for joining us for Yuricon 2023, and I'll see you again next time on Yuri Studio.